The grass explodes. A blur of golden fur launches from the shadows, a lioness, muscles coiled like springs, closing the last few meters in silence. Ahead of her, a young zebra freezes for one impossible heartbeat, then bolts. The lioness reaches out, paws stretching, and misses. The camera shakes as the entire savanna changes in a second. Dust rises. Hooves thunder. The zebra herd pivots as one. A wall of bodies surrounds the youngster, pushing it away, cutting the lioness off. The hunter becomes the hunted rhythm of panic. Behind her, low grunts echo. The rest of the pride had misjudged the wind. The scent of lion traveled ahead of them, and the hunt is collapsing. From the ridge, another failure unfolds. A young male slips on a muddy bank as a warthog darts aside, vanishing into its burrow. His pride mates watch, confused. A second miss caught on camera. Tonight was supposed to be simple. But for lions, even the kings of the savanna, hunting is a game of mistakes, timing, and teamwork. And sometimes, even kings fail. And this night, failure comes again in the most unbelievable way. Before we dive in, drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoy animal stories like this, be sure to like the video, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share it with someone who'd love it too. The lioness regroups. The prey herd gathers. The wind turns once more. Something is about to go very wrong. Fade out. Hold the tension. How the story really began. To understand this moment, we have to go back. Back to the beginning of the dry season in the wide savannas of East Africa. Waterholes shrink into mirrors of cracked mud. Grass becomes pale and brittle. Animals must walk farther, risk more, and choose carefully. For one pride of lions, this is the season that makes or breaks them. They're 11 strong. 2 experienced lionesses, skilled hunters. 3 young subadults, still learning. A pair of dominant brothers, powerful but not very patient. Cubs hidden in the shade, waiting for meals they don't yet know must be earned. The cameras first find them resting in the heat shimmer, sides rising and falling slowly. They look relaxed, but hunger is a quiet drumbeat. Success for lions isn't guaranteed. In fact, most hunts fail. What we call unbelievable fails are often simply the everyday reality of wildlife, a world where prey are fast, smart, and determined to live. As sunset paints the sky orange, the pride rises. The lesson is about to begin. The first target appears. A small group of wildebeest, nervous yet distracted at the water's edge. The plan is simple: surround, stalk, rush. But simple doesn't mean easy. The youngest lioness crouches, moves, then, just for a second, looks up. A starling takes off. Wings flutter. The wildebeest lift their heads. The spell is broken. They run before the lions are even close. The hunt ends before it begins. The first fail. And this is only the start. Cliffhanger. The pride spots something new in the distance. A much bigger opportunity and a much bigger danger the bigger they are. The next scene opens right where we left. The camera zooms in. A buffalo herd. Hundreds of towering bodies. Horns like polished crescents. Calves in the center. Guardians on the edge. Buffalo are not easy prey. They are strong, organized, and, when necessary, fearless. But they're also exactly the kind of prize a hungry pride dreams about. The lions spread out like liquid shadows through tall grass. We feel the tension building with every slow step. The air is heavy. Even insects seem to quiet down. The target is chosen. A limping buffalo at the rear of the herd. The lionesses move with breathtaking patience. Everything is perfect until it isn't. A gust of wind rolls across the plain, turning at the worst possible moment. The herd catches their scent. A deep rumble rises. Buffalo alarm calls. And then the unbelievable happens. Instead of fleeing, they charge. The cameras capture a swirling storm of dust and muscle as the entire front line of buffalo rushes toward the lions. A wall of horns drives them back. A young lion trips over a broken branch and tumbles. For a terrifying second, a buffalo lowers its head and lunges, then stops short as the pride scatters. The lions run. The herd regroups. The limping buffalo lives. Failure number 2. But failures teach, and hunger deepens. Cliffhanger. As night falls, glowing eyes appear beyond the grass. Something else is moving toward the pride, silently. Lessons in the dark. The savanna at night is another world. Cool air. Crickets singing. The sky dusted with stars. Lions own the darkness. Their eyes gather starlight, turning shadows into shapes. Night is their best chance. Yet even here, things don't always go as planned. The glowing eyes don't belong to prey. They belong to hyenas. A clan of them, laughing, listening, watching. The hyenas know the lions are hungry. They know hungry lions make risky decisions. They stay at a distance, but they do not leave. Pressure builds like thunderclouds. The lions turn their attention to a group of impala resting under acacia trees. Light bodies, fast legs, quick ears. The oldest lioness leads. She is calm, disciplined, almost invisible. A subadult male, eager to prove himself, cannot wait. He moves too soon. A snapped twig sounds like a gunshot in the quiet night. The impala bolt in every direction, leaping in high arcs that flash in moonlight. The lions chase, but this is the impala's game. They vanish into darkness. Within seconds, they are gone. Another fail. Hyenas laugh in the distance, as if they understand. The young male lowers his head. The lesson is clear but hard. In the wild, excitement can cost you dinner. Cliffhanger. A sound breaks the night. A low cry from the direction of the cubs. Something is near the den, when hunters must defend. We open again in motion. Lionesses sprint toward the sound. The camera follows through thorny brush as shapes blur past. The cubs huddle in a bushy thicket. A male leopard, curious and cautious, has come too close. He is not here to hunt the cubs on purpose, but competition in the wild is real. Space overlaps. Paths cross. Tension rises. The lionesses arrive, and the leopard leaps up a tree in a heartbeat, melting into the leaves. No fight happens, only warning growls, postures, and distance. But the message is important. The pride is reminded. Protection and hunting drain the same energy. Every failed hunt means less strength. Every day without food increases risk. Dawn glows again on the horizon. They need a win. They need teamwork. They need patience. Cliffhanger. As sunlight spills across the grass, dust trails appear. A migrating herd of zebra approaches the valley, the most unbelievable fail. Now we return perfectly to the moment where we began. The zebras file into the valley in long black and white lines, stripes blurring into one moving pattern. Calves press close to mothers. Tails flick away flies. The lions are ready. They have learned from the night. They spread wide. They stay low. They wait. Minutes stretch into forever. The lioness we saw in the opening scene creeps to the final few meters, the danger zone, where success or failure is decided. Muscles tighten. Silence holds its breath. She explodes forward. The zebra calf stumbles, then recovers. The lioness lunges, misses by inches, lands, spins, tries again. But the herd does something extraordinary. They do not scatter in confusion. They organize. Adults push the calf inward, forming a living shield. The lioness finds herself facing a ring of sharp hooves and determined eyes. One zebra steps forward, stomping the ground, snorting loudly, a clear message. This is one of the most unbelievable lion hunting fails caught on camera. Perfect stalk, perfect launch, perfect timing, undone by the teamwork of prey. The lioness backs away, breathing hard, not injured, but outmatched, this time by courage and coordination. The rest of the pride arrives too late. The zebras slip away, stripes fading into heat haze. Failure again, but also knowledge. Prey are not just victims. They're survivors with strategies of their own. Cliffhanger. The camera pans to the horizon. Dark clouds build. Wind lifts. A storm is coming. And with it, something the lions both fear and need. Rain that will change everything that the storm builds. Thunder rolls over the plains. The scent of wet dust fills the air before the first drop ever falls. Rain means cooler temperatures, fresh grass, moving herds, and new chances. But storms also bring chaos. Wind shifts wildly, carrying scents in every direction. Prey run not only from lions, but from lightning and noise. Paths blur. Tracks wash away. The pride gathers under a low acacia as the sky finally opens. Sheets of rain curtain the world, turning ground to slick mud. When it stops, the landscape is new. Waterholes expand. Frogs call. Insects rise in clouds. And there, in the distance, stands one last opportunity before nightfall. A young giraffe, temporarily separated from the main group in the confusion of the storm. It is large, powerful, and risky. But hunger speaks louder than fear. The lionesses exchange a look. Decisions in the wild are made without words. They begin to circle, slow, careful, precise. Mud squelches softly beneath their paws. The giraffe notices too late. It tries to run on slippery ground, legs sliding, heart racing. The lions commit. This is the turning point. This is the moment where everything might change. Success after a chain of unbelievable fails. Or the biggest failure of all. The giraffe stumbles once, regains balance, towers above them. The pride closes in. And just as the final move is about to happen, we cut to black. Balance on long legs. We return in the rain-soaked light where we left off. The giraffe wheels around, hooves slicing through shallow puddles. Every step sounds heavy, splashing, uncertain on the slippery ground. For the lions, this is the closest they've come to success in days, and they know it. The lead lioness darts in first, not to attack, but to steer. Lions do not simply chase. They guide, block, and pressure like moving pieces on a living chessboard. The giraffe sways, testing its balance, head high, eyes wide. One wrong step on wet mud could mean a fall, and a fall could be fatal for such tall animals. But giraffes have a weapon few predators forget. Those long legs end in sharp, powerful hooves. A single kick can break bones. The pride circles wider. Rainwater drips from whiskers. Tails twitch. Muscles ripple with hesitation. The youngest lion makes the first bold mistake. Eager, hungry, tired of failing. He lunges too close. The giraffe lashes out, lightning fast. A hoof whistles past his shoulder, so near that droplets of rain spray from the impact on the earth beside him. He scrambles back, shaken, heart pounding. The lions pause. In the quiet after danger, they reassess. The giraffe uses the moment, gathers its long stride, and begins to run. Not fast in the way a gazelle runs, but steady, ground-eating, relentless. Its height becomes an advantage again. Each stride carries it farther from the ring of golden hunters. The pride gives chase, but the mud that slows the giraffe traps the lions even worse. One slips, then another. The oldest lioness nearly falls completely, catching herself with a heavy thud. The giraffe pulls ahead, disappearing toward the safety of thicker acacia woodland, where those long legs can thread through branches lions struggle to navigate. The chase fades into rain and echoing thunder. The lions stop. Their sides heave as they breathe in deep, slow waves. No one is injured, but the truth settles in the wet grass around them. Another unbelievable fail. Yet something changes in this moment, not outside but inside the pride. The young lion who stumbled earlier is no longer frustrated. He is focused. He watches the older lionesses closely now, not trying to race ahead of them. Hunger has become teacher. Failure has become experience. The rain lightens. Clouds thin. A pale sun breaks through in soft golden beams. For the first time in days, the savanna smells fresh. Birdsong returns. Frogs call. Far away, movement stirs along the new pools and puddles. Other animals arrive to drink. Careful gazelles, playful warthogs, young zebra testing the boundaries of their bravery. The lions sink into the grass, almost invisible again. They are tired, but not defeated. A breeze slides across the plain and brings with it a new scent. Not giraffe, not zebra, not buffalo. Something smaller, but easier and very close. The lioness raises her head. The camera tilts to reveal it. A young, curious wildebeest calf has strayed too far from the safety of its herd, distracted by new green shoots after the storm. It takes one step farther, then another. It hasn't noticed the lions yet. The pride's eyes lock onto the same point at once. Silence falls again, the kind of silence that only happens before everything changes. The lionesses begin to fan out, perfectly coordinated this time. Every lesson from every failure settling into smooth, practiced motion. This hunt will be different. Or will it? Because just beyond the calf, hidden by tall grass, stands something else they have not seen yet. A full-grown wildebeest. The mother, watching, alert, and about to react in a way that will surprise everyone. A mother's stand. We begin exactly where we left off. The calf grazes, small tail flicking unaware. The lions are ghosts in grass. The air feels tight like it's waiting. Then the camera shifts, and we see her. The mother wildebeest. Head lifted, ears forward, body tense. She has seen the movement the calf has not. She doesn't panic. She doesn't run. She measures the danger in steady breaths. The lions creep closer. Step. Pause. Step. The lead lioness fixes her eyes on the calf. This is the safest target, the easiest meal, the most energy saved for the pride. But nature does not always follow easy. The calf finally senses something wrong. It freezes for a moment, then gives a soft, questioning bleat, a sound that cuts through the quiet like a thin bell. The answer comes instantly. The mother wildebeest charges forward, not away from the lions, toward them. It happens fast and wide, like a storm wind suddenly changing direction. Hooves hammer the wet soil, sending mud flying. Her head drops, horns angled in a fierce crescent. The lions didn't plan for this. The youngest lion steps aside at the last second as the mother barrels through the grass, placing herself squarely between the hunters and her calf. She snorts loudly. She stamps the ground. Her body says what words can't. You will go through me first. For a heartbeat, everything holds still. Then the calf runs, not wildly, but straight, back toward the safety of the herd in the distance. The lionesses try to circle. The mother blocks again. Every movement is calm, but full of power. She swings left, then right, guarding both space and direction. It is not rage. It is focus. She knows her job. A second wildebeest appears. Then a third. The herd is returning. What started as a single protective mother becomes a shield wall of heavy bodies and sharp horns. The lions face not one animal, but many, united, confident, ready. The pride hesitates. They are strong predators, but they are not reckless. The closest lioness tests the line, feinting forward, then stopping. A large bull snaps his head and rushes 2 steps toward her, dirt spraying from his hooves. She retreats, unhurt but answered. The calf reaches the center of the group. Safe. The lions slip backward into the grass, melting away as silently as they came. No one is injured. No battle is needed. The message has been delivered without a single horn touching fur. Sometimes, courage defeats teeth. Another unbelievable fail. Not because the lions were weak, but because family in the wild is powerful. Rain clouds drift apart. The sky opens into wide blue space. The day warms. The wildebeest herd slowly moves on, their hooves whispering across damp ground. The lions lie down again. They are hungry, yes, but they are also wiser than they were yesterday. Their story is not about endless victory. It is about trying, failing, trying again, the rhythm all wild lives share. The cubs arrive and climb over sleeping adults like golden shadows with paws. One of the older lionesses licks a cub's head slowly, eyes half closed. Even kings and queens of the savanna know days like this. Days when the only success is survival itself. But the day is not done. Heat begins to shimmer again off the plains. In the distance, a new shape appears along the edge of a fresh waterhole. Not prey this time, but unexpected visitors that change the pride's plans in an instant. Tall ears, curved trunks, a family of elephants. And elephants do not like hungry lions near their young. The matriarch lifts her trunk, tasting the air. She knows they are here. She starts walking toward the pride with slow, unstoppable confidence, her family following behind like gray mountains in motion. The lions rise, tired, reluctant, and very aware that the savanna has rules bigger than they are. This is no hunt now. This is about respect and staying out of the way. The elephants approach closer and closer until the ground itself seems to rumble with each step. The lions must decide, stand their ground, or yield the waterhole to giants. A decision must come in the next few breaths. Giants of patience. Final chapter. We return to the edge of the waterhole. The elephants advance in a calm gray wave. Young ones tucked in the center, older females on the outside, moving with a steady confidence that needs no hurry. The matriarch leads. Her ears fan wide, not in anger, but in warning. This place is ours for now. The lions stand, not aggressively, not submissively, simply aware. Two powerful families meet in open daylight, one built on stealth and teamwork, the other on memory and leadership. There is no roar, no clash. Only body language older than words. A young elephant trumpets, high and sharp. It's half bravery, half practice. The cubs jump, startled, then quickly tuck behind their mothers. Even predators have moments of nervous innocence. The matriarch steps closer. The lead lioness makes the decision first. She lowers her head, not in fear, but in acknowledgement. The pride turns away almost as one body, melting back into long grass and dappled shade. They choose the safest path. They yield, because in the wild, survival is not about pride, it's about wisdom. The elephants pass, taking possession of the waterhole. Calf splash. One plays with its trunk, sprinkling water like rain on its head. The matriarch stands watch, still as stone, making sure every member of her family is safe. From the shade of an acacia tree, the lions watch quietly. Their stomachs are still empty. But failure is not defeat. The day stretches toward evening, golden light painting the savanna. New herds begin to move again. Fresh shoots of grass rise from the soaked soil. Life keeps flowing forward like the clouds and the wind and the seasons themselves. The youngest lion, the one who slipped, who rushed, who learned, lies beside the older lioness now, mirroring her patience. He no longer twitches with frustration. He watches the plains with calmer eyes. He is becoming what his pride needs him to be. As the sun dips low, silhouettes grow long across the land. Night will come again, and with it, new chances, new hunts, new lessons. Some will fail. Some will succeed. All will shape the story of this pride. Because in nature, the most unbelievable hunting fails are not comedy. They're classrooms. They teach teamwork. They teach timing. They teach respect for prey that refuses to give up. And above all, they teach this. The savanna is not ruled by force alone. It is ruled by balance. Predator and prey. Storm and sunlight, hunger and patience, risk and restraint. The camera pulls back one last time. Elephants drinking, wildebeest moving in lines on the horizon, lions resting, eyes half closed, waiting for darkness. Life continues, raw, challenging, beautiful, without scripts, without guarantees. Just living creatures doing their very best to survive another day on a wild, ancient stage. The screen fades slowly with the low rumble of distant thunder and the soft call of evening birds. The story of this pride does not end here. It simply moves on into the next night. If you enjoyed this wildlife journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next adventure into the natural world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next story from the wild.